Hi there, I'm Jonathan and welcome to my channel, Jonathan's Diamond Painting and Stuff. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back to me, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you here today. Now, forgive the unusual angles, but I'm trying to get you as much like visual space as I can so you can see exactly what's going on here. This is going to be a video where I just go through beginning to end how to build this book nook. This is Mira Magic House. I got it on Temu. I've unboxed it on my Temu video. If you check the top of the screen now, you'll be able to see the unboxing video. And it's just yeah, it's a lovely little magical shop. Or magical house, sorry, book nook, with a lot of the bits contained. It's got a light in it as well, and I'm just going to do this from beginning to end. I'll try not to make this too boring, and so if there's repetitive bits, I'll speed them up, you know, just, but I will go through exactly how I'm going to do that. Before we open it, I've just got some supplies. This is Eileen's premium quality original tacky glue. This is a American brand, but I was able to get it quite cheap in the UK on Amazon. This has been recommended to me. I've read some Reddit posts and everything on the best glue, but like either a wood glue or just an all-purpose craft white glue is the best. And then I have got some E6000. Now this is a more versatile glue. It's and I think this one is the non toxic, I think, one, but basically it just sticks anything really. It's a bit like super glue but not, you know, so just so it's these, and it's all weather adhesive, multi-surface. Yeah, there's a lot of warnings about breathing the vapours and everything, so always make sure when you're using glue to be in a well ventilated space. My window is open behind, my window's open both sides. It's quite warm at the moment. If you're doing this in winter, just be aware you will have to open the window for your own safety. If you have sensitive skin or anything, you might want to wear gloves. I don't like to because there's a lot of fiddly stuff going on, and I find that affects my sensitivities and abilities to safely manage what I'm doing. So I'm just going to try and not let the glue touch my fingers. I've also got these little pots, which there's a fine tip applicator on here, and these I can decant some of this glue into one of these, and it just means it's a bit more of a fine application. I've got some baby wipes just in case, and some tissues just in case of accidents. This was a set of tweezers I got on Amazon ages ago. It was just like a model, I think it might have been a model making or jewellery making set, I can't remember. This is a Swan Morton surgical steel blade. So you've got the holder here. This is made in Sheffield, England, and this is what surgeons use, but it's highly recommended for crafters as well. And these blades are replaceable. Sorry, just trying to get you under there. Yeah. And it's just nice and easy to use for cutting little bits off. But the idea of these is a lot of the hard work has been done for you. Finally, we're going to be working with glue and stuff, so you don't want to get anything on your clothes, so just wear an apron dedicated for this sort of thing if you can. As we have to see from all this is a messy apron for doing messy things. Sorry, just get forward. And just checking you can see, and I'm just going to start to get this out. So there's instructions here. Oh, there is actually a nice little ruler here. So I'm just going to start to get these bits out, and we'll see what we've got. Okay, and it actually has some tweezers in some basic tweezers here as well, but they're fairly flimsy, so I'm glad I've got my own tweezer set as well. Okay, I'm just going to move some of these to one side. I'm going to put some of Eileen's glue in one of these straight away. So you can cut this glue and the E6000 glue, you can actually cut. The way it works is this tip, you can cut here or here or here depending how wide you want the glue to come out. Sorry, I'm struggling to get a focus on that, but I'm just going to cut it at the finished point. There we go. And yeah, and then I'm just going to squeeze some of that into here. Okay, it doesn't have to be a lot. I'll just put the lid on there. Okay. Be aware about rinsing out these fine tip applicators once you've finished for the day, because otherwise it will stick up with glue. But it does have a lid on it as well to stop it drying out. Okay, right, so that's all set up. So I don't think I'll need the E6000 glue until later, so I'll set that up later. Right, these are all my electronic key bits. Just put them over, as you can see here, I just put them over there. And then these are some more fiddly bits, which I'll put over here for now. And again, some more other more fiddly bits, which I'm sure we'll get to when we get to them. That's everything out of the box. So yeah, the way this thing works is it just tells you what's in each bag. Now I'm going to just check each bag as I open this, and just to see so what's what. So this is bag, I presume this is bag A, and this is the bulk of the large bits that make up a lot of the book Nook. So there'll be a lot of furniture in here, I think, and bits and pieces, and obviously the structure that makes up the outside of the book Nook as well. Okay, so just going to put that out of the way. Okay, so yeah, so we've got one of these, one of these, one of these. So that was M2311 A1/3, yeah, A2311 A2/3, yeah, and then we've got an M2311 A3/3. Actually, let's just find that first. Ah, that's that one. Okay, and then we have got an A01, which I think is this one from the looks of it, and an A02. Not sure which is A01 and A02, but it doesn't really, but I'm sure we'll figure that out. Then we have got this one, A06, and then we have, like I said, a lot of the furniture things are like pressed out onto this, as you can see. So this is Well, it says bag B, so actually some of the bags are in with each other. Okay. Right, and okay, but this is board B, and I can see from this that that's this one, and that's there, and then we've got bag C, and I can tell from this one that that is this sheet. So I'll just leave all those, and then just making sure everything is here. So then we've got bag D, which is here, and in this one we should have a few bits. So we've got this wooden grain one piece. I guess we press these out later. We've got a bit of twine. We've got a wooden 2 strips of dowel, and let me just get all these out. We've got some large rubber hose, which is here. We've got some small rubber hose, which is here, and some medium rubber hose, which is here. Okay. And just checking these into their bag. So 2 pieces of wood, round wood, 1 piece of black wood, some this wood grain. I hope I was meant to press that apart. The board, and we've got some beads. So we've got 1 bead. Just show you. I will show you all these again. Don't do that. When I've getting this all together, we've got an iron bead. I'm not gonna 6 pieces. Sorry, bronze iron bead 1 piece, and then the golden beads we've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have small round plastic beads. We should have 2 of them, and then a large plastic round bead, 1 of them, and then these 2 pieces of these. It says glue bead, but it's actually just almost looks like a crystal sort of look. And then we've got these iron receptacles, which are just almost like a ceiling rose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's fine. And then we've got flower core white 2 pieces, and that's just looks like a bit of string, but maybe it's something more complicated. I'm going to put all these back for now. Don't know what that is, but it's not listed, so just always good to check all these things are where they are at the beginning, so I know if I've lost anything. Oh, I'm sorry, there's another wooden bead that looks a bit like a little bucket. But, yeah. Okay. And just putting all these bits back as well. I don't think these are needed until later, but we will see. Okay. And then we've got bag E, which is this one. Just check all this is included. Right, so we've got this Mira paper, we've got white linen, we've got beige linen, well, kind of coffee, a colour code to that. We've got some white, it's like felt, we've got some striped cloth, and we've got some cotton. I've got an iron chain, 18 centimetres, I'm sure that's right. And let me just go around. Then we've got thick iron wire, red strip, and a white iron wire, and then we've got these paper flowers on purple lilac-y paper. Okay, yeah, so that's all there. Great. To be honest, I'll just I'll put the fiddly bits away, but I'll leave the rest of these out because they are going to be used. Okay, and then bag F is the electronics, so just double checking all this is here. So we've got some sandpaper, red. We have got some gummed paper that this is like kind of textured stickers. Then we've got a touch switch, red. So that's got 3 cables coming out of it. And then we've got some wire. Yeah, LED lamp, warm white, 50 centimeters, and we've got the AAA battery pack. Okay, no batteries, but I do have AAA batteries, but we will have a look at that. We'll sort that later. But I'm going to put all these bits away for now. Okay. Sorry, I will put chapter markers in, so if you want to skip all these setup bits, you can. Okay, but without much ado, let's get going. Forgive my voice, I've got a chest infection and I've had COVID. I don't know if I'm over the COVID yet because I've not tested because we don't have that many tests, so yeah. Right, so there might be some flicking between this because the way these there's just some symbols on here that explain which part you glue to which. But yeah, and so we're just literally going to start. So it literally has a symbol for each bit and all what pieces you need and how to glue them together. Sorry, I forgot to say I've got a board here. This is just a self-healing cutting mat. It's just really good to have something so you're not doing it all directly on your desk. Okay, I'm just going to put this up here. I will do little photos of each bit superimposed, you know, so you can see what I'm doing. Let's have a little look if we can find these pieces. C22, here we are. So I'm just going to gently press these out. Okay. So we're going to stick C20 to C21. It's not exactly made this clear, but C21 has these medicine labels on the back, but yeah, so you can see where these slots in. So C20 slots in here, but even though it slots, you do need to glue it to keep it in place. Right, so I'm going to just try out my fine glue applicator now. And we're just squeezing just a tiny amount. There we go. So a tiny amount along here and along here. And we're just pressing this in and voila. And the good thing about Eileen's glue is it does adhere very quickly, that's why it's recommended. I would normally hold for around about 30 seconds or so. You can count in Mississippi, as Ross does in that famous Friends episode. Okay, and then we're just going to wipe away any excess glue with tissue. It will dry clear though, so we don't really need to worry majorly. Okay, right, and then we need a C22, which I think is one of these. Yep. And we are gluing this along this part here. Okay, so now we have got this piece all glued. So that's the back and that's the front. I did make a mistake and accidentally broke this section here, but it doesn't really matter because it's all glued together now, but just be really careful. Okay, I am now going to go to the next stage. So what I'm going to do now is, you won't necessarily have something like this, but I do want to use it. So this is my, just a second. When I was going to get seriously into model making, I bought this like metal tray. It has like these magnets on it, and you can just position things and basically to help them dry. So it's magnetic, and yeah, just these can be positioned, you know, on corners or all sorts. So I'm just gonna place this in here. So you see this, so that just encourages it to dry. Like, these are quite expensive to get over here, but I think they are cheaper over in America, which is where I got it from. You know, I ordered it though. Okay, so now we've done that bit, so we have C17 and C18. So that is these two bits, and we're just gonna glue them together. Right, to try and help me get rid of the glue a bit more, I've just got a little pot of water here and a very fine fine brush. Get as much of the water off as you can, and then I'm just literally gonna brush it off. Like I said, I'm not too bothered because I know it will all be it will all dry clear anyway. And while that's just drying off, we have this little thing, and I think this is supposed to be rolled up, so I think I will need to do another thing of glue on the inside here of the paper. Put that in the unit later. Okay, so next we've got a table. Okay, so I'll just get the pieces out for that. Yes. I'm in here.
There you go.
Are you allergic to me?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so just before I take a little break, I'm just going to break open these 6000 because I've got to glue one of these bits of piping I've cut, plastic piping, to this bead to make what looks like a kind of a vial, or whatever you call them. Okay. And I'm just going to cut it at the smallest possible thing. So I kind of place that on there, and I'm just going to let that dry. This clearly seems like it's going to be a much longer project than I anticipated, so I'm going to divide this into several videos. So this will be probably the end of the first video. I don't know how long it will be and whether I speed stuff up, so it might be a shorter video, but I think it's just best for you, you know, just to go through, and I'll just put these into a playlist once I've uploaded them all, okay?